snack of UFC. Petr Yan started boxing when he was 13 years, 10-fight winning streak in tow. The UFC's undisputed bantamweight champion vice Aljamain Sterling. This man has methodically built himself. Will be too much for the young Russian to handle. There is only one. Brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4. Shape your legend at EA Sports UFC 4. Right, but this is truly what it is all about. The two consensus best guy, Hagen last year. There was no denying this title shot for him. How about that stare down Joe Rogan on Friday?
Very, very intense. And saying you're crazy. This is ridiculous. Saying, look, you're scared. Look, they're in for a dangerous fight. If Yan can keep it standing, Yan could be in deep trouble. I think this is the best grappler he's ever fought. And this is an amazing contest.
It's been a great back and forth leading up to this one. 25 minutes or fewer to find out who is the best. 100.
Aljamain Sterling is one of those talented guys that can do so many
movement, his submission skills. He's gonna get a leg lock on him. He tapped. That's
the same guy, and I think that's gonna be the problem for Petr Yan. He's probably thinking he's gonna be fighting a guy. This fight goes, I'm super dangerous. You know, I'm throwing kicks from everywhere. I'm throwing punches. I really do think when I get anyone down on the mat, I tend to drown them down there. And
and that contender is Aljamain Sterling.
I'm tired of all this to the martial arts. Petr Yan is a problem. I mean, he's got fantastic wrestling.
Who just gets on top of you and just throws massive combinations.
Какой мне нужен темп, ритм боя. Я думаю, что он тоже не исключение. Я попаду по нему несколько раз.
Trying to close things out here. He's ahead and sharp. This could be.
But again, he has some holes in his game. I think he's a little bit flat-footed. I'm in on his legs. I'm on his back, and that fight could be as good as.
Стилистику, насколько он размашист, насколько он.
Head kick for Yan.
Wow, he is the absolute real deal, folks.
Take you down. I'm gonna drown you in deep waters, and there's nothing you can do about it.
План, мысль такая.
Wrestler and now the #1 UFC bantamweight contender Aljamain Sterling, fifth opportunity, and he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he will leave
from his camp, but also from his experience inside the octagon. The up is an excellent example of that. I had Corey on my podcast this week, and he realized from that fight that he has to be far more ramped through over Corey Sandhagen, and from his victories over guys like Pedro Munoz, threat to Petr Yan's title.
He's a very dangerous threat, and I'm completely living like a professional from the physical therapy. As he goes and tries to secure a championship, can Aljamain Sterling do it? He's dreamed of this for a long time.
Who is not in the corner of Aljamain Sterling here tonight. The UFC PI was the biggest impetus. Eddie Baracco, they're implementing some more switch stance stuff, and also was the grappling coach, right? And for big fights, he's the guy. Kings playing free UFC 259 pools on DraftKings for your shot at over 10,000. Bet on Yan -1 action throughout this fight week. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. So we make so much of Israel Adesanya's rise to UFC greatness, and rightfully first defense beckons tonight.
He's incredibly impressive, and people are trying to find somebody to put in front of him, including guys like Jose Aldo. And his intelligence inside the octagon. He knows when to pressure, understanding of his own body and pressure and pace, and facts about him is how damn mean he is. He is a mean.
Petr Yan is a mean little dude.
Yeah.
Like he wants to take your head off. He's 90. He's going to continue to touch you up until eventually you start to fantastic champion and looking to defend his title for the very first time.
And every line that bears mention, he did align with American top team Pahupa in advance of a fight against Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling 31, half an inch, the difference in height.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is Bantamweight Championship of the Mato and Ron McCarthy. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 134, the #1 ranked Bantamweight contender in the Bunkmaster Sterling. Out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record at 135 pounds, fighting and defending undisputed Petr, no mercy.
Aljamain, Petr. All right, Jim, good luck.
Deep breaths, folks. So comfortable in a fight. I don't know if we're more anxious than they are, but is on the line here at the UFC Apex.
Petr, ready? Fight's on.
The black and gold befitting a champion.
Aljo, look at this. Side kicks, jabs, kicks.
Orthodox too.
And
a lot of his
real.
techniques come from different ways. Aren't traditional takedowns. You're trained to defend traditional shots. That's why he ends up submitting guys so many times from their back.
Jan is so solid with his defense.
Oh, a knee from
flying
Sterling.
knee.
Solve a little bit of the riddle of Aljamain Sterling.
Nice
Normally,
leg kick there too. And how much energy is he burning off out of just being... Just looking at him. Look at this. Aljamain on the ground.
This is the distance here, trying to split that Jan guard.
although beautiful recognition of the level change.
Oh, here he is.
This is where Aljamain Sterling wanted this fight, especially early.
Petr's almost got his back. He's got to be careful of a kick here. He's got to be careful of a kick on the break. Yeah, that's why Aljamain's reaching back with his right arm.
Blocking the right leg.
Yeah, he wants to feel. Knockdown for Jan! Beautiful punch by Jan.
That right was nasty.
It was perfect. But look how patient Jan is. Doesn't rush in. Beautiful low kick.
Patient, never in a rush. Some suggested in the Faber fight he was kind of playing with his food a little bit.
Stoic from the start of the fight to the end. It does not matter. He never.
Aljamain is coming from that Renzo Gracie school, which are phenomenal. Would have anything here.
He didn't have the right angle on it.
But he was able to recognize. I didn't mean it that way. It used to mean something different.
I know it did.
On the ground in any way, shape, or form.
Aljamain cannot be too comfortable.
Drag-down position, sliding his hips down towards the feet.
Nice. UFC grab one today at Casey's.
Baby, the first part of that round was great. Don't let him get back in the fight. The movement is perfect.
Right, keep sticking out.
Here's Aljo's, and here is when Aljo gets the takedown. Lifts him up. That's big. On the point of the chin. And here's a big, was that right hand.
Punishable under law.
Longo
liked the volume.
And that's what Ray Longo wants. He said the more...
It is, but it's also because Petr is patient.
As he tries to...
And that middle game a little bit.
Stop, up.
Aljamain's on this too fast. Like, he's got to slow everything down if he wants it to everything. Know where you want to go on your finishes, because right now...
In EA Sports UFC 4, get up to 50% off for a limited time on Xbox.
And so far, Jan is able to stuff it. Balancing act of preserving energy while defending the take.
Exceptional athlete. Most bantamweights would have been grounded there.
Aljamain Sterling can do this for 25 minutes, man. Petr might be in trouble.
Like Petr Jan.
And coming in, Sterling only had 88 seconds. Under 2 minutes, round 2.
Jan, you want to try to get your foot back to the mat here. Hang it outside, circle off away from the octagon side so that you can set him back down, leaning his weight over the top of you.
Anybody's round, seemingly 1 minute to go. We'll see if Sterling can get... So, uppercut and a right hand for Jan.
Aljo's just not giving him any space. Look at that.
To this point, at least.
Ray Longo.
This
fight's so intense.
Aljo. Aljo, this is your fucking time. He's so worried about the takedown, dude. You it up. The more you mix it up, the less he does. It's that simple, Aljo.
Start pulling guard and shit. That's how we did. It's 1-1. Let's come away. Let's take him away. Smart.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official pro thus far.
Sterling, everything he's doing looks forced. I would say pull it back a little bit, keep it fundamental, and keep the pace in there. And it looks like the tide could be changing unless Sterling.
Ray Longo asked Aljamain how he's doing, and he took up struggling with fatigue.
Well, if you see Aljamain start to slow down, it kind of is par for the...
He's a patient killer.
Yes.
And there's a night just kind of touching him. Constant pressure. Look at this.
Percent of his total strikes thus far.
That's a crazy number. Landing almost 70% of your... Aljo still needs...
Jan perfectly placed with the body kick.
Aldo's, he throws all this wild stuff.
That's 2 good body shots there by Aljamain.
Down attempts.
Aljamain keeps spinning, and every time he spins, he gives his back.
Oh, my goodness. Look how beautiful that is.
That was a beautiful takedown there by Petr. Right leg behind Aljo's leg, taking him over and tripping him. That was... You know what's crazy is like we're watching Aljamain switch. Petr switches stances very, very subtly in front of Aljamain.
Efficient with his energy consumption.
He's controlling because make no mistake about it. Petr does not want to be here. Winning because he's making Petr stay where he wants him to be. In those moments.
Sloppy in the way he moves.
Again.
Look at that. Petr
Same takedown.
Throws him to the ground again. Oh my goodness. Bust up Aljo's legs even further. Make it even more difficult.
He seems to go high when he's not in a situation where he can be grounded.
Well, yeah, the pace was so crazy. It was frantic.
Themselves.
Well, again, Joe, like we said, par for the fighters seem to just fatigue so greatly in front of him.
He checks a lot of kicks.
Feinting, moving, and he gets Petr guessing a little bit.
Late takedown attempt for Jan.
On the body kick, lands on Aljamain. The jab, the telestrator right here. It went dark on me, boys. It went dark. P steps behind, almost like a choke slam. I mean, if you ever see professional wrestling.
When you're at the end of your punches and kicks, you're doing great.
10 fucking minutes. Don't get lazy.
If he's got a voice left breaking down all the fights from tonight, you'll hear from Chael Sonnen and Paul. Sports Center tonight with Stan and Neil on ESPN and the ESPN for the first time since October of 2011, the year he turned. Jan 6 for 6 on his takedowns. He has already doubled his pre.
It's a lot of trips. It's a lot like that one right there. He put no range here. He's got to bend his front knee if he's going to go close enough for Aljo to throw those.
Oh, nice knee to the body.
Crafty Petr.
He's so defensively responsible.
Hands on his defense. Aljo needs to target low a little bit.
Let's counter it, yeah. Let's make him pay. The right hook there.
Jan checks almost everything, man. And the first one that dropped Aljo was the right hand. Right? So he's just...
Here he's 1 of 14 thus far. Under 3 minutes.
Things about him tonight. Takedown defense is so solid. And
beating Aljo to the next position every time. That's why he isn't getting taken. Allows him to get the back.
But
when
I don't know
Aljo changes levels, he drops and beats him there.
Look at the distance striking accuracy Jan has.
For the most part, he's still the one that's pressing Petr Yan.
He's in great shape.
Yes.
So even though this pace is preparation for this.
But when Petr hits him, opposed to when he lands on Petr.
Right.
Aljo's body language not ideal here late round 4.
But he's reaching in.
Oh my goodness.
Vulnerable.
Who can take that shot is because he's in such great shape.
Yeah.
If you're not in shape, you...
For Sterling.
Look at him just pressing on the head here, though. His knee was all the way down.
Illegal knee. He told him before that, he said illegal knee.
Hey, I mean, this could be a disqualification.
Let's take a look at it. Look at this here. A 100%.
Petr acknowledged him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just said he's
I'll try
trying
to stay here
whisper
for right now
and hide it from us, but I heard what he said. He said,
and that would mean that if this fight is stopped, Aljamain Sterling would be the new.
It's an illegal knee.
it's illegal.
You know, I mean, his knees were down completely or hurt. An illegal hold. They win the match.
Illegal, and it is.
Yes.
Why should he keep
Hey,
fighting?
let me ask you a question. Ability to
Himself
and his family, not protecting that Petr Yan, that this fight is over.
And here's another point. If Aljamain continues,
You're right. The referee.
the fight should be probably. This fight is over.
I mean, in honesty,
Health and safety, this should be called.
Yeah.
Look,
I got the doc
Aljamain
here
is
with
a
me.
tough guy.
This one probably would have already been waived
it
off.
would have already been done if there wasn't a championship on the line.
A little, it's like a little. Just a little. I mean, I'm laying.
Yeah, okay, all right.
There it is.
Yan will be disqualified, and Aljamain Sterling will be the undisputed UFC bantamweight.
You know, I don't know how I feel about this because
I mean,
for sure,
let-
should you be able to
can't focus
win
hands
a
on those.
title fight for
Man.
I understand. I understand in terms of not getting a victory. I understand.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Joe, but guess what, though? There's so many different factors that plays into the pay-per-view revenue.
Right.
There are so many different layers
It's true.
to this.
That's an important.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Aljo's concussed.
He is concussed.
So clearly illegal, and after Mark Smith says he's down,
It's a no-brainer, Joe.
it's a no-brainer in terms of illegal.
Aljamain's going to be upset, but he's...
Smith say,
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's probably going to be
so he
intentional.
said it was intentional.
Yep.
It was clearly a champion, which
Man.
is bananas.
A lot of people felt like these guys were destined.
Yeah.
I mean, he's mad right now. Corey Sandhagen's upset.
Listen,
I mean, they're
that's-
having to hold Aljo up. Look at this.
This is crazy. He got his fist up. Put your fist down, man.
I'd like to hear the scores.
Payment, visit rate.com to get started. Bruce Buck.
At 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 4. And new UFC Funkmaster Sterling.
I think there's anything sweet about this. I think he probably feels like the title's illegal. He just threw the belt on the ground. No, look, Aljamain is a winner. He doesn't want to iron right
But
now.
he fought, Joe.
Yeah.
He fought. He didn't, you know, he got hit with an illegal...
Petr Yan on 2 of the 3 cards. Dissenting judge had it 29-28 Sterling.
So that doesn't seem right.
But 29-28 going into round... Yeah, I mean, no, you're even.
You're even,
in
but
trouble.
Aljo's up on 1 card. No interview. Look, he can't even walk.
Right.
I mean, he wants to do an interview. Okay. Good to see you, brother.
Anticlimactic, to say the least, or perhaps that's the wrong, is now the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Do I kick? They said yes, and he threw the kick.
Oh, no. With Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain, I know this is not how what was going on. You were behind on 1 point on 2 of the intentional foul. How do you feel about this?
To this point, and to fucking have the fight go like that. And that's not the way I wanted to win. That's not the way fucked up like that, but I was... The ref told me I was down.
Well, Aljamain, let me tell you what Khabib Nurmagomedov just told us. Do I hit him now? And his corner said, yes, kick it. From his own corner. I don't know if it was a miscommunication. Figure this out, get it all sorted through, but it was clearly illegal.
I agree. I want to continue to one of the fight of the years or one of the greatest bantamweight fights of history and for a title.
Asking me to wrap this up because they want the doctors to look at you right now, and they're up until that, and I'm sure you guys will go and do it again.
Yes, thank you.
100% sure you will.
You guys deserve. Thanks, Joe.
Championship
So how
history.
crazy is